Tastes like money when I speak. Got up in my tape. And I missed you in the basement. Yeah, got up in my tape. Bodies on the pavement. Oh. And if you love me, but you never let me go. And the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really showed. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Roof was on, got me blocked, oh, what you want. Roof was on, got me blocked, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, got me blocked, oh, what you want. Roof was on, got me blocked, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, got me blocked, oh, what you want. Roof was on, got me blocked, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, got me blocked, oh, what you want. Without ever letting you know.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you're focused on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Brown. He's out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Memphis, we've got Wells. He's out there with Ty Jerome. Jackson is out there with Bradley. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. Here we are, late in the year. RJ, what's this time? The schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now, but that's what makes it fun. Can you push yourself further than the next guy?
Pass to Sharman. Here's Queta. Outside, White to the inside. And Queta gets it to go.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And here is Wells. Outside Jackson. Carries it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Hauser. Back to White. Pass to Hauser. Clock at 4. White. Good. Here's Jerome. 11 points last game. Now here's Wells. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Brown. Offensive rebound. Pass to White. Here's Hauser. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Wells grabs the miss.
Defense got a lot of guys there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
No one near as Jerome lets it go. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Brown can't get it to fall. Memphis is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's a screen. Outside Jackson. This one for 3. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Fires from deep. Boston again missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Jerome. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson gets the bucket.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Out to White. Jacks up a three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Here's Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Brown the pass to White. Here's Cato, and it's Hauser in the corner. Drains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jerome finds Jackson. Nails the baby hook. Jackson's got 8.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Brown outside. Pass to Cato. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Latrey traps in the tray. 11 points in the game.
This shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Grizzlies making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
They have been racking up blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Pass to Shireman. Now Hauser. Shoots the 3. And Spencer pulls it down. Memphis leading. Outside Brantley. Lays it up and banks it in.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. And they get it. Hendricks pulls it in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Prosper's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Jalen Wells. Celtics. Also with a sub, Vucevic is checked in. Here's Martin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. And some stats here, guys. The scoring break down for the Grizzlies.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for Martin. Celtics trail by 6. Brown feeling out of it. Takes it inside. Shireman can hit. Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Boston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Shireman. Scoreless thus far. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well. Is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. 9-point game. The last encounter was in Boston.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Secondly, it might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Drives to the hoop, and the rebound goes to Martin. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Prosper. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pritchard with the ball. 10 points last game. Misses from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Spencer. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Martin against Tatum. Now Pritchard. Hits it from three-point range.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Since the All-Star break. He's around 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Here's Hendricks. He has yet to score. Pass to Spencer. Outside Martin. Just 4 to shoot. Right wing, Hendricks. Off target from three-point range.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside Gonzalez. Pritchard against Martin. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Spencer. He's covered by Pritchard. They could use a bucket. Prosper misses. Boston trailing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Nikola Vucevic.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing them.
Here's Clayton. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Martin with the bucket. There's a minute 47 left in the first. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. The Grizzlies shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's Prosper. 9-point game in his last outing. Martin the pass to Spencer. Lock at 6. Martin with it. And guarded by Tatum. Spencer misses off the right eye. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Brown the pass to Pritchard. And here's Gonzalez. Now here's Tatum. Over Jackson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Spencer. Here's Prosper. Now Jackson. Shoots from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jackson's got 13.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Brown outside. Pritchard with the screen on Jackson. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Pulls up. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Pritchard. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Pritchard in white, or they're gone. Jason Tatum is out there with Vucevic, and it's Harper in at the 3. So they take the lead. Vucevic has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Boston. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving them a little boost in confidence.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Warriors. Outside, White. Outside, Tatum.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in. But he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Outside, Harper. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
That one is off. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
He hits the second from the line.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. And the basket by Prosper.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pritchard sets a screen for White. Pritchard against Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. Tony Bradley's checked in for Memphis. Goes in. 2 from the line that time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Jerome. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Memphis trailing here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Spencer. Takes the 3. And it's Harper with the rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's White missing. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Right the pass to Tatum. Inside Tatum.
Look, this dude is well built, and he's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Here's Martin. And another miss by Memphis. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum kicks to White. It's up a 3. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams will make substitutions. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Celtics.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Now, here is Martin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Tatum. Boston leading by 7. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Pass to Tatum. Now White. Back to Tatum. This ball movement by Boston. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, Memphis no good. Puts it up from 15. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard. Austin making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Here's Clayton. It's Martin on the wing. To the middle. Pass to Hendricks. No good on the triple. The Celtics with the lead. Now Pritchard. 8 points for him. Shireman can hit. Here's Hendricks. Guarded by Tatum. Hendricks passes to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Clayton to end the cold streak. And Boston with the rebound. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Good on the shot.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes. Still a natural part of his game.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Brown's checked in for Jason Tatum. Here's Spencer, still without a basket. 6 to shoot. He claims that one off the back iron and down it falls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
There's Brown with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Spencer's got rebound number 5 here. Tonight. Pass to Clayton. Here's Hendricks. From the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
There's a good screen. Round the pass to Hauser. From past the arc. Shyman. And hit. Memphis has gone 106 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
First free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Prosper's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. White's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Hauser. There's the 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Clayton. Martin the pass to Clayton. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Spencer. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston. Cada's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
He's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. Most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. So he gets them both. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
And that one falls for White. Free throws good for White.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Hendricks. Now Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Stolen by Jackson. For 3, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jerome it. Still yet to score. Jackson from long range. Bangs home the try. Jackson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Grizzlies. Now here's White. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively also did a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Hendricks. Fires the three. And again, it's Memphis with the three. What a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in for White. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Pass to Shireman. Tatum looking around. Over Hendricks. Busted. No good that time either. Memphis leading. Right, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Now here's Wells. No scoring in this one. Outside Jackson. Launches a three. And Shireman pulls it down. Shireman's got his fifth rebound in this one. Brown, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. They get it back. Prosper, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Pritchard against Jerome. Out to the right wing. Pass to Vucevic. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
On the interior, Hoops, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Pritchard. Jerome, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And here's Brown. Pritchard from outside. And the last. Second attempt does not go in for him. What a performance from Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great points when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. But we played well, we executed. And once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Hey everybody, we've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late season push.
You look at the Celtics, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, I suppose that's why they play the games. Certainly they have an opportunity to make some noise. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. We've got Ty Jerome. He's out there with Wells. Bradley is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. That's the group for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 5, and it's in there. Hauser's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Celtics. Outside Jackson. Back to Jerome. Rebound Boston. Kata's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over to the left wing. Here's White. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And here's the fast break. Count that one. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Hendricks passes to Jackson. And that one's on target from the wing. Jackson's got 21. Celtics leading by 6. Pass to Brown. Right, a screen on Jackson. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first goal.
Wells the bounce pass. Jackson has the open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. It's Brown on the win. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now Jerome, still scoreless. Pass to Hendricks. From down in the low post, it goes. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Down low, here's Kata. 2 points, that one goes. Kata's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. late this season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Celtics. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And I think for Boston, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
Now, here's Bradley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Hendricks. Puts up a three. And a shot by Wells, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Here's Hendricks. 11 points in the game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Memphis, Jerome. One side.
Celtics leading by 6. Outside, White. From 18 feet away, Kata. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bradley up top. Pass to Jackson. Here's Hendricks. Lets it go with the three. And there's Jackson on the assist from Wells. Jackson's got 24 points. Jerome against White on the wing run. Lets the three fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wells. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
The free throw drops for Wells. Both good from the line that time. White with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Shireman. Pass to Hauser. Here's Kata. 5 on the clock. Here's Shireman. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Jerome finds Wells. Jerome with it. He's picked up by White. Now Jerome. It's deflected. Possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics leading by 5. White looking around. Pass to Hauser. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got 11.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
It's Martin on the wing. Here's Clayton. Here's Spencer. And that one off the back of the rim at the end. Spencer's got his second basket. Now here's White. 9 points in the game so far. There's Brown with the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter. Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. He's got 14.
That three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the board during the past month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Pick by Vucevic. Brown the pass to Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Pritchard's got 11 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Martin. Here's Spencer. Outside Martin. Here's Clayton. That one, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 6. Bounce pass Pritchard. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
One side.
That one falls for Tatum.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
Here's Clayton. Pass to Prosper. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Brown the pass to Pritchard. And here's Vucevic. By Vucevic.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Pass to Spencer. Here's Hendricks. Over Pritchard. Hendricks can't get it to go. Here's Brown. Here's Vucevic to the left side wing. Here's Tatum. Now Pritchard. Back to Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said winning has taken a back seat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Kevin, back to you.
It's all about results. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And so it's Boston with it after Memphis gets the 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Outside, Martin. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Harper, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Spencer. He's got 7. Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Spencer's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now here's Tatum. Defense is right there. Basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Harper, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Clayton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Hendricks can't get it to go. 58 seconds left. In the third quarter. There's Brown with the 3. And Spencer pulls it down.
He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he should probably just go take it.
Pass to Hendricks. The Grizzlies with another miss. Celtics leading by 6. Tatum draws the double. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
Big man, dude, showing some quickness on that release.
Here's Spencer. He's got 9. Pass to Prosper. Here's Hendricks. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Brown outside. And the last. Shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Boston. On the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Harper in at the 3 slot. Now here's Jackson. Here's Jerome. And it's sent back by White. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that has impact.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside Jackson. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Pritchard with the ball. Right side, White. Here's Tatum. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Pass to Jackson. Back to Jerome. To the paint. Tries from 7. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside Tatum. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kata, the pass to Tatum. Tatum showing off the touch.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. When he gets into a rhythm. Whew.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Bradley. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here goes Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Out to White. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the Celtics lead by 15.
His second triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Pass to Clayton. Martin for 3. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. Rebounding has been off the charts. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Jerome. Nails the big one.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Jerome against Richard. Tatum with the screen on Jerome. Shot by Richard, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Pass to Clayton. Back to Jackson.
They're coming.
Jerome in the corner. And the layup is good. Jerome's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass to Pritchard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
2 open that time. Made it a 2. Jackson's got 27.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Tatum against Martin. Out left to the wing. Here's Harper. Pass to Pritchard. Jerome with the steal. Right side Jackson. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. From downtown, it'll go. The Boston News cut down to 10 in the bucket from Jerome.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Sideline. Here's Allen.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. White, wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston leading by 10. Brown outside. Outside, White. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Spencer's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bells passes to Spencer. Outside Jackson. Pass to Spencer. 5 to shoot. Here's Prosper. Puts it up. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's Brown. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Now, Hauser. Vucevic finds Pritchard. Here's White. White. With another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Over to the wing. Shoots a 3. Rebound Boston. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Brown the pass to Hauser. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside. Outside Jackson.
Hendricks passes to Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hauser the pass to Vucevic. Out to White. There's Brown with the 3. Rebounded by Prosper. Prosper's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's tipped. It's stolen by Pritchard. Off on the layup.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he hold a what?
Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. And the lead is down inside single digits. Jackson's got 11 in the second half. Jackson against Brown. Vucevic's screen on Jackson. Brown. And finished off by Brown.
That's you on defense there. You can't give Brown this much room for takeoff or it's going to be a problem.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Spencer. A 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
As soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. They got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Vucevic. And Spencer pulls it down. Spencer's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Wells. And it's sent back by White. Pritchard from outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Some changes for Memphis. Tony Bradley comes in for Gigi Jackson. And it's Ty Jerome in for Wells. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. It's stolen by Pritchard. Outside Brown. Here's Pritchard. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
From 12 feet, good work there as it goes down. Here's Brown. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Tatum fires. And does not hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
So White will bring it up for the Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now here's Tatum. Strong move off the glass.
He's got a great sense of timing on the pick and roll. When Tatum makes his move, it's decisive.
Takes a step back. Off the glass.
Everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Wow, Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Oh, good on the layup.
Nice contest. A high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Plenty of space. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Celtics.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being from Derek White.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Now here's Tatum. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Derek White.